following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain Athletics. The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, S&S Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws. It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening and welcome to Tonganoxie High School. We're in the West Gym today. John Roshko alongside Dylan Funk bringing you the 7th place game of the 62nd annual Tonganoxie Invitational. Lady Chiefs will be taking on a Frontier League opponent, Bonner Springs Braves. Again, it's one of those, at the college level, this is super rare where you see a tournament game. It's treated as a non-conference matchup in the standings, but will go down as a, it's between the conference foes. Will go down as a non-conference game and officially in the record. But right. At high school and with COVID, who knows? Who cares?
We're just here for the ride. That's all we know.
We're happy to be playing a game tonight because, as you all know, we are picking up a split doubleheader tonight because Tonganoxie boys were COVIDed out of the game as Jefferson West had an exposure on their end and are forced to quarantine. Again, wish them the best luck. Thankfully for all parties involved, it was an exposure to a JV player who was just around their squad. So, again, better safe than sorry. So Jefferson West pulls out of the tournament, and the Chieftains and Eudora will still get their full complement of games as the Chieftains will be taking on Eudora tonight in an exhibition game in terms of the tournament, because again the places are already decided, but they'll take on Wamego tomorrow for 5th place. But the matchup in front of us, the Lady Chieftains against the Braves, featuring a couple teams that have not found a lot of success this year. Bonner Springs coming in with a 1-6 record. Lady Chieftains coming in with a 2-6 record. Obviously on the Lady Chieftains side, the record is kind of a misleading statistic because we've seen them battle really hard in several games, but just come up a little bit short. And obviously they've had a couple of good starts in this tournament. And we'll see if they're able to kind of shake things off and come out with a win tonight. And again, Bonner Springs, saw them take on a tough squad last night or Wednesday night in their game. They were. They took on DeSoto, and they had their hands full with DeSoto. So again, good to see them, bounce back. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back. Take a look at the bracket and some keys to the game. Right after this, you're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at White Birch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Welcome back. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by White Birch Properties Realty Executives. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451. Again, as we touched on before the break, again, here's what the bracket shapes up to look like. Again, a couple of games taking place right now. The third place and seventh place contest. Tonganoxie taking on the Braves here in the West Gym, and over in the East Gym, Holton is playing Eudora for the third place game. Setting the stage for tonight's fifth place and championship matchups. Following this game in the West Gym will be Wamego taking on DeSoto. DeSoto, handled Bonner Springs pretty easily in their contest. You can stick around and watch half that game, and Bonner Springs, it looked like they struggled. And then obviously, as we brought to you on our air, Tonganoxie, couldn't quite get the turnovers solved, and fell to a solid Wamego squad. So that'll be an interesting game. But then on the opposite side of the bracket, Olathe Northwest taking on St. Thomas Aquinas. Olathe Northwest has kind of rolled through the bracket, but again, very low scoring games. As you can kind of see, they won their first game 35-21, and then 24-22 win over Holton. But again. So then they're going to take on St. Thomas Aquinas. And again, we are set to turn over to our public address announcer for starting lineups. And Ashley, we will be set to bring you the opening possession after that. And there you go, folks. We have the starting lineups again since the crowd noise is a little bit awkward on our mic with the aiming. We'll run through those for you again. For Bonner Springs, number 2, Preston Leslie. Number 3, Maggie Myers. Number 4, Jasmine Graham. Number 12, Corey Hassett, as you heard, the three-point shooting winner for the tournament. And number 42, Ren Van Cleve. And for the Chieftains, the same starting five we've been looking at all season: Emma Sunderland, Morgan Bruceman, Ashton Barnes, Reagan Seba, and Cheyenne Aaron. And we're underway here in the first quarter. And there's the ball. Myers out top to Van Cleve. Van Cleve looking for options and directing traffic. Her pass a little strong, couldn't be handled by Leslie. She'll turn the ball over. And inbounded to Seba. Bring the ball cross court, shattered by Maggie Myers. Forward to Aaron, entry pass to Bruceman. Bruceman goes up and draws contact. She'll go to the line, shoot a couple.
Yeah, right away on the opening possession, what do the Lady Chieftains do? They get it past the timeline, immediately going down low to Bruceman, trying to let her attack, going to the line early.
Foul's whistled on Van Cleve, her first, team's first. And first one up and good for Bruceman. The second one rattles home as well. Chieftains with an early 2-0 lead. Van Cleve bring the ball up, passes across the timeline to Hassett. Hassett kicks left side. Myers on the dribble, drives into double team, kicks out. And give Barnes credit for a steal there. She strips the ball from Leslie on the way up and comes off the Braves' hands out of bounds. And Sunderland racing across the timeline with it. Another nice entry pass to Bruceman. This one a little strong, rebounded by Van Cleve. And another turnover. Third one early in the contest, charged to Leslie. She thought about it, took the head fake, and then dribbled, but she'd already moved to pivot foot, so nice work to find the racing Seba across the timeline. Bruceman through traffic and good.
This is definitely the great start that Coach Loomis was looking for, especially after that game this past Wednesday.
Absolutely. Again, forcing turnovers, making them pay, and all 4 points from the Chieftains coming off of turnovers so far. Hassett drives baseline, up and over. Barnes comes away with it. Nice defense by Seba. To just stand there, be a wall, force the awkward high shot.
It's through two ladies.
Nice work.
Very nice.
Nice. Morgan Bruceman with the bucket, but credit for the assist to Cheyenne Aaron on that one. Because
and a steal. Get another one. Very short there. You can definitely tell the Lady Chieftains coming out in this game definitely have that more aggressive, more go-get-'em mindset, which is exactly what Coach Loomis said he really wanted to work on.
Absolutely. You would definitely be happy to see the ladies coming out with a bit of a fire. Graham puts up a shot, gets her own offensive rebound. Van Cleve with the ball, looking for options. Dribbles out to the top, hands out to Hassett. Hassett jumper from just outside the elbow, good.
Ooh. What would you call that, partner? St. Louis style?
St. Louis style, nice high arch and
nothing but net, too. That was a very nice shot.
Great work by Bruisman to break the little press by the Braves, and then Barnes shuffles her feet and gets called for the turnover there. Ball's inbounded to Myers. She's bringing the ball across half court, passes right side, nice feed on the baseline. Good find by Graham to find Leslie there. And
Lady Chief was just selling out on the presser, and that time they got burnt by it.
Yeah. Nice pass to Sunderland, unfortunately not going to fall.
That was a very risky pass. I thought Bonner was going to come away with another turnover, but Sunderland able to collect and going back to the free throw line.
Fouls whistled on Preston Leslie, her first, team's second. And the free throw from Sunderland, strong off the iron, and thought for a second Baldock was going to be checking in for Sunderland, and it turned out she's in for Barnes. And a lot of times you'll hear the horn sound and then see the sub waiting at the bench, and it's like, I got shooter. Free throw up and good for Sunderland.
Nope.
And again, active hands, great defense on the press there, and Baldock comes away with the loose ball. Sunderland finds Seba in the lane, and then Seba's outlet pass picked off, and then she's whistled for the foul. Kind of a little bit of a frustration push there. As she was very frustrated with herself for kind of firing that somewhat blind pass right into the hands of Myers. Van Cleve bringing it across. Shadowed by Bruisman. Hands off to Hassett, who's guarded by Seba. Nice head fake by Graham to draw the defense, but can't finish. Bruisman comes away with a rebound, strong. Up to Aaron across the timeline. Seba's open on the left corner. Comes out, Sunderland now with it. Fires up top to Baldock. Running to Seba, drives baseline. Good. Great awareness to go by the Braves defense there.
Absolutely. You saw how patient she was. She saw that lane finally open. Good drive there, finishing with the right hand.
And Coach Leslie forced to call a timeout to keep his team from turning the ball over on the 10-second count there. Say 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with it. But again, you talked to Coach Loomis at the end of our last contest, and he said he wanted the ladies to come out with a much higher pressure, kind of handle the ball a little cleaner, and they have definitely done that tonight. You know, when you force 3 turnovers in the opening minute of the game, score 6 points off of them, that's a great, just a huge start.
Oh, absolutely. In the last game, on Wednesday, we saw the Lady Chieftains. They made that nice spurt there at the end, and I asked him, I said, what kind of led to that? Was that kind of a coaching decision, or was it just kind of, the ladies kind of pinning their ears back, saying, let's just go after him because what do we have to lose? He said, yes, it was both. It was both, believe it or not. So he said, definitely going in this game, he wanted to give the girls a mindset of just saying, hey, go out and go attack. He wanted to let his players be the players and just go out and attack it. So far, they have done that tonight, and it's paying off very well for them.
Absolutely. And 5-point lead here with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. And a last-minute substitution coming in is
Lang for Aaron.
Checks in for Aaron, and a brief stoppage as Lang throws something over to the sideline. I'm not sure whether it's a hairband or
I believe it was a hairband. She took one of those kind of ponytail ties off her wrist.
Yes. I can't have any
I just know that 'cause my girlfriend has them on all the time.
Van Cleve with the rebound on the shot from Myers, and so my wife has short hair. My daughter has longer hair but doesn't do the ponytails. But yes, I was like, yeah, as soon as that, and, when you said it's on the, it's again.
She's a cosmetologist too, so she always got to have them on hand. Just
well, and for basketball, it's more of a safety thing because you get that thing hooked, and somebody's going to lose a finger, and never good. So
very unlikely, but still never zero.
Braves inbound the ball, and he's on the left side to Leslie. Entry pass to Van Cleve. She's able to go up strong through the defense from Brucevan to score a bucket. It'll be a good matchup to watch through tonight's contest. Lang fires cross court to Aaron.
Good find.
Nice work by Brucevan. Lang with the assist. Great recovery there by the Lady Chieftains, but Baldock can't quite get into a set defensive position and draws the foul. Second of the half, whistle on the Lady Chieftains.
Fortunately for Baldock, they're just not able to draw the luck that
We saw talking about Wamigo, that good stretch there. It seemed like every single possession that there was collision, it was whistled against the Lady Chieftains. And
I think it was almost three straight. It was either 2 or 3, but it was a good stretch.
Nice flash by Summerlin to cut off the passing lane there and pick off the entry pass. Lang thought about it, but shuffled as she was putting the ball down to dribble. And good call. Again, Lang, I don't know that Lang agreed with it, but from my vantage point, you could see both of the feet elevate at one point. And he was like, it was subtle, but it was there. So, and with the referee right there, he's going to have an even better shot than I did. Sunderland almost with another steal there, and Aaron with the strong press and collides and just keeps her hands in and knocks the ball loose. And oh my goodness! And then the Lady Chieftains turn that one right back over, and Aaron can't quite get the long snapper heave on it. Matlock finds Knight on the baseline, back out to Leslie. Knight has it with the runner from the free throw line, no good. And a double dribble whistled there against Brooklyn Lang.
And these were the things, this past game, John, that really came back after they started piling up the turnovers. Really came back and kind of hurt the Lady Chieftains there at the end, as we talked about. It was almost every turnover that there was, Wamigo scored a point, basically off every turnover.
Hopefully the Lady Chieftains will kind of get that settled as Rickard checks in for Lang. Ball's inbounded to Hassett. Kicks out to Leslie. Looks right side, but gets cut off by Rickard. And Knight with the ball. Drives.
Good
blocked by Baldock and falls into the hands of Crowley. Rickard's shot a little bit strong off the back iron, but Barnes right there on the spot. Her pass. Sunderland not able to come away with the second chance bucket there, and Crowley shrugs off the screen there, gets back on defense, and
a little too hot. Oh no!
Nice work by Sunderland there, going to ground, just grabbing the ball and saying, "Mine."
Yeah, that was just more of an I want it more type play there.
And Rickard with the assist on the break, the bucket on the break.
And just to put a nice little bow on top of that perfect effort there. Yeah, this has been a whole different Lady Chieftain squad coming out in this game.
Bonner holding for the last shot of the quarter. Leslie drives, draws contact against Crowley. First free throw from Leslie, good. And like I mentioned, the sub for the shooters. You see lots of people staying in to get that one gal. The left side of the scorer's table just hanging out. It's like, oh, I got shooter.
Yep.
And Graham checks in, gives Leslie a brief spell, and ball's inbound to Lang. She brings it across the timeline. Kicks left side to Crowley. Out to Rickard. Rickard guarded by Knight.
Yeah.
Nice work there by Barnes to find Baldock crashing the outlet pass.
It is really hard to defeat great ball movement in this game, John.
And we got a timeout.
I think it's a turnover.
All right. Yeah, no, it looks like
All right.
Heard the whistle, didn't see anything, and I saw the
I
point to the coach, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
And then,
I agree. I thought it was a timeout as well. Lang's going to have a nice shot here. Who's taking it?
And unfortunately, Lang can't find the out at the top. The end of one quarter play, Chieftains on top, 15-8 over Bonner Springs. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
I agree. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Welcome back to Tonganoxie High School. John Roshko alongside Dylan Funk. Lady Chieftains with a 15-8 lead as we go into the second quarter. Brusman kicks to Barnes in the corner. She drives a little bit baseline. Kicks back to Brusman, out to
Great.
Lang. Just a little off target there, and nice open shot that again, just perfect ball movement there, and nice. That's a nice teamwork on the rebound as Crowley kind of came and tried to Aussie rules it to Rickard, but
same team.
Myers,
same team.
Myers gets in there and causes a tie up, and there we go. That Graham looking for the outlet pass, but nobody there, so that's a very quick way to break the press. Just pass it in right across the timeline. Barnes.
Absolutely.
And Barnes drives. Lang's pass tipped out by Myers.
Bonner Springs defense now starting to wake up, get a little bit of active hands.
Brusman goes to work down low. Nice little turnaround jumper for two.
Oh, there were so many things I loved about that. That was just great physical play down low. Brusman
taking on the double team. Oh, and Barnes almost comes away with the steal there.
And another turnover. I think about Morgan Brusman. Is she at 10 points now? If I've been keeping track right?
Yeah.
She's 8 or 10 points, so she has definitely been, the big factor in the Lady Chieftains offense so far tonight.
Lang hounded, but gets the ball to Crowley across the timeline, driving towards the corner.
Good.
Nice entry pass to Brusman, going to work again. Kicks out to Rickard. Finds Barnes on the baseline.
Yes, they shoot it.
Crowley. Oh, just short. Kind of hoping for the courtesy roll there, but no such luck. And
Still no shame in taking the shot. If they're going to give you that much room, why not?
Barnes with the steal there, putting a hand in the way of the entry pass and tipping it out. And Brusvin draws contact. He's going to go to the line. And looks like we have subs checking in for both teams here, and Brusvin knocks home another free throw. Ron takes a quick breather for the Chieftains. Van Cleve. And it looks like Knight. Second one rattles out. Mackenzie Campbell comes away with the rebound. Crowley trying to get loose of her defender to come out and pick up the top of the zone, and nice little turnaround by Maggie Myers to create the space and bank it in. Cuts the deficit back into single digits, and Lang shaded outside by Madlock. Three-pointer by Hassett, no good. Rickard to Brusvin, back out front to Rickard.
She thought about it.
Crowley, right on the mark, just a smidgen short. She's gonna hit one of these times.
Yeah, great
She's
hustle.
got to
there
keep
from
firing. Yeah,
Brusvin.
as you see, she's calling for it. She's like, gimme. Fire around to Lang.
Here's Baldock.
Top to Baldock. Rickard. Entry pass to Brusvin, kicks back to Crowley.
Get it!
Yes!
Finally!
We told you she was going to get it. You saw her on the far side saying, gimme. And
that's the thing about double teams in basketball, John, because when you put two on number 13 down low, that means somebody has to be open on the perimeter. Number 3 finally getting her call.
And Coach Luma's going to take a timeout, give his team some props as they force the turnover. We're going to take that with him. You're watching Chieftains Basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Tonganoxie High School. John Roshko alongside Dylan Funk. Bringing you a West Gym spectacular tonight as the Lady Chieftains have opened up an 11-point lead with 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the half. Emily Crowley sparking that, again, just you could tell she was, kind of finding her range, just to came up a little bit off the mark, and then that last possession just wide open in the corner. Perfect shot, and I apologize for anybody's speakers who I was blown up, but I was excited.
You and I are both guilty, so.
Seba to Aaron, back to Seba. Nice entry pass to Sunderland, and she draws contact going up. She's going to go to the line.
Now, there was a split second that inside of me, I really thought that was a shot. I didn't know if it was blocked or what, but then I see Sunderland collecting underneath. This has just been a fantastic game for the Lady Chieftains so far tonight.
And first one up and in for Sunderland. There's a foul whistle on Campbell. Her first, team's 5th. And second one right is Rain. And Sunderland almost traps Myers, but she's able to get out and across the timeline. Hassett. Leslie's drive shot too strong, and Chieftains are on the transition. Sunderland able to come back and collect that. Back cross court to Aaron. And Knight's going to get whistled for a little bit aggressive defense there. And
that might just be a little bit of the frustrations kind of showing on that one.
it's her first of the night, 6th of the half against Bonner Springs. See with the ball, Aaron staying close. Picks up the handoff, goes to Sunderland. Steve in the corner finds Brusvin. Sunderland drives baseline up and too strong. Almost has an opportunity for the steal there, but retreats back on defense. And Knight draws contact. She's driving for the shot, and Cheyenne Aaron whistled for the foul, her second, 5th of the half. That free throw well off the mark there. I'm kind of lucky to draw even iron there as it hit off the glass, and that's that Knight's second one is back on track, up and in. And good work by Lang to feel the contact, get small, protect the ball, and draw the foul. He's going to go to the line for the bonus. Is that the 7th team foul? Second one of the night, charge to Leslie. Lang's free throw, first one up and in. Second one just the same. Looking for a lead, easy trap by Brusvin and Lang, but Braves able to beat it, and Van Cleve able to go up through traffic and shrug off the block and put it in. Nice little spin move by Lang to protect the ball, and fortunate behind the back dribble from Sunderland there. Again, it's one of those things that I don't think, certainly she was not intended to do that, but it's something you definitely practice as a player. And Lang for three, comes up short, and unfortunate miscommunication, but Sunderland wide open, and she's going to get called for the charge there.
Easy.
Unlike Wednesday night, that one was every bit earned by Sunderland.
Absolutely. You can see the little extension of the arm there. And every time you bring that chicken wing out,
lower the shoulder, chicken wing, and then,
Yeah.
But again, it was kind of unfortunate there is, I don't know that on that rebound, I don't think Sunderland was expecting Lang to be firing in so hard. She was trying to tap it out to Lang.
Right?
And then,
I know. She was coming right in. It was going to go right in her lap, and it just kind of all of a sudden go almost like volleyball spiked right out of there.
Good work by Lang to pressure ball into the front court. Outside Van Cleve for three, no good. And
I think
Aaron's going to get whistled for the box out with the hands there. And be her third, 7th of the half against Tonganoxie, and both teams will be in the bonus for the final 2:39 of the first half. And Cheyenne takes a seat on the bench with 3 fouls. First one up and in. Second one takes its time but rattles in. Barnes showing off her handles, dribbles through the trap there and kicks to Sunderland. Sunderland drives baseline out top. On the corner to Barnes. Just off the mark, and
I think we got a timeout before.
Coach was able to save his Madlock came away with the ball and had both cheeks planted and both hands on the ball, and
right there on the baseline too. So
she was rolling. Coach was like right on the spot, calling that timeout, and making
huge
sure
props.
they save possession.
Yeah, huge props to Coach Leslie on that one. Very heads up play.
Yeah.
Well, coach call, I guess. I don't play. I don't.
Well, and just again, being observant and knowing when your team, when to call that timeout when your team needs it.
Right.
Since in high school team players cannot call timeouts, is that still the case?
I don't believe so, because I think we've seen a couple times this year. We've seen on the girls and boys side for Tongi. I've seen players call timeouts. Now, whether they were just doing it and the coach did it too.
Yeah. Again, it's been a while. I know that at the college and professional, obviously players can call timeout at any time.
Unless you're out of timeouts, then you got a technical.
But
hey, anybody got the old? What's his name? The Michigan player.
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber, I believe so.
Yep. Van Cleve throws the ball away there, and then Baldock.
Ooh.
Not a good place to fall there. But Van Cleve's safe back up and at him, and
very good. She got it very, very close there to the bleachers.
And the corner again. They're rounded, but still, it does not feel good to slide into those
wooden bleachers.
Yeah. Even though they're portable. Barnes wrestling away the rebound there and picks up her own offensive rebound, and she's again just tenacious on that. It's like this is wrestled away from two Bonner Springs players, and
ball
stay with Tonganoxie and out to Baldock. And then Lang kicks out to Barnes, drives a floater, and she's going to get whistled for the foul.
Yeah, looked like Baldock just came in a little bit too hot, a little bit too aggressive there.
Barnes was the one that got whistled for the foul. She had her hand hooked around the defender, and they're going to put it up on the board eventually. Or maybe they're not. I know that was on Barnes because, again, I can see the guy throwing up the hand signs, and Van Cleve makes one of the two, and Chieftains quick pass. Again, great work by the Lady Chieftains, bring the ball up. And then Barnes a little bit forcing the pass, and Braves able to come away with it. Cross court to Myers for three.
Oh!
No good. Offensive rebound by Madlock. She draws contact. She'll go to the line. That one whistled on Morgan Brusvin.
Just about every part of the iron got that one.
Yeah, 3 times off the front iron and in. And not quite as fortunate this time as the iron remembers what gym he's in. Oh, no. Baldock with the pass. Up to Seba. Seba driving.
Oof.
Able to kick out to Baldock.
Can she do it? No.
Brusvin goes, St. Louis stop it, able to come away with it and tiptoes, but steps on the line and turn the ball over on that. 47.6 seconds to go, and
that was a prime opportunity for Lady Chiefs to try to extend their lead, back up to double digits. I think, something that we kind of have not really talked about here, flying under the radar. Bonner's cut this lead down to single digits as well. It's been,
as I say,
the Lady Chiefs have had a very comfortable double-digit lead just about the whole second quarter. But now Bonner, great opportunity here to cut that lead down even further.
It's when most of those points are coming from the line, it's easy to get kind of start talking Leslie not able to get her hook shot to fall, and
they'll stay here with Bonner.
Tie up down the floor into the basket, and
breaking up just this.
And then just as soon as we say that, Hattie Baldock goes to ground and forces the turnover. And I'd say one of the things we saw at the tail end of Wednesday night's game is Brooklyn Lang checking in more of a defensive threat, and Reagan Seba in as the subs in the offensive. Again, saw Lang come in that last turnover, and then now the Chiefs are back on offense. And Sunderland's going to be going to the line as Knight chases down and puts a whack on her. Sunderland line shooting 1-1. And second one good from Sunderland as well. And 20 seconds, Chieftains, light pressure. And force Halston into a turnover, and Bonner breaks the press there, and
you still got time.
Cleve right open under the net, and
you gotta put it up here. Gotta put it up. Put it up.
So pass, unfortunately, too low for Baldock to bring up and put a shot up, and that'll take us to half. Tonganoxie leads 27-19. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie, like hunter education courses, short sports, for and under instructional soccer, and so much more. Registration is open for spring soccer from now until February 5th. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
Community-minded, community-strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. A small-town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Welcome back to the halftime show brought to you by Community National Bank. Community National Bank in Tonganoxie, community-minded, community-strong. Community National Bank is a small-town bank with big-time capabilities. For a full range of banking services, visit Community National at 231 North Main Street or online at communitynationalbank.net. Again, John Roshko alongside Dylan Funk here, and we are sitting at on an 8-point lead here at half. Tonganoxie leading Bonner Springs at 27-19. Again, strong start for the Lady Chieftains, forcing 3 turnovers in the opening minute from Bonner Springs, and more specifically Pierceton Leslie. But then again, Chieftains able to capitalize early, stretch out as far as a 14-point lead, but kind of quietly here in the second quarter, Bonner Springs able to kind of narrow, whittle that gap down from the free throw line, eventually pulling in within single digits, back down to 8. And a couple of opportunities for the Lady Chieftains there at the break. And thanks to the support from all of our sponsors, Tonganoxie Sports Live is proud to present tonight's coverage of Chieftain Athletics free of charge. If you enjoy our broadcast and would like to show your support, please go to www.tonganoxiesportslive.com/donate and make a contribution. Thanks to our sponsors, fans, coaches, administrators, and student athletes. And make sure you follow us on Facebook and Twitter and never miss a broadcast by hitting that red subscribe button at youtube.com/Tonganoxie Sports Live. All right, we got a halftime stats are out, and again, taking a quick glance, obviously we talked about the free throw line. Both teams, again, were in the bonus early. Tonganoxie 10 of 12 from the line, Bonner Springs 6 of 10. Chieftains hitting a 32% clip from the floor, 30% for Bonner Springs, and this is kind of surprising, but the lone three-pointer of the night belongs to
Crowley.
Crowley. I was like, I don't want some. I was looking at Brooklyn Lang, and I was like, no, I knew this. Crowley, again, that shot that she hit down the corner about halfway through the second quarter. Again, I kind of feels like there should be more three-pointers in the game, but again.
Yeah, it's just one of those we've seen a lot of them put up, and only one of them has fallen so far.
Absolutely, and again, the stat that stood out to us last game, points off turnovers. Tonganoxie definitely a little better than that. They've forced 8 turnovers from Bonner and capitalized with 7 points on. So again, almost that 1 point pace. Only given the ball up 6 times and only allowed 4 points off the turnovers for Bonner Springs. Yep. Points in the paint is pretty. Where is it hiding on this stat sheet? I'm not used to this one, but there it is. Down the bottom, 8-6. Yeah, again, both teams have been doing fairly well in the paint. Morgan Brusman, as we talked about, she's been the offensive spark for the Chieftains. 4 of 7 on the night, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 19 total rebounds for the Chieftains. Again, just 14 for Bonner Springs. Again, just trying to take a look and see if there's anything else that jumps out at me here. Nothing.
Everything else seems pretty regular, but you definitely hit it. The turnovers and points off turnovers, definitely compared to the game 2 nights ago to now, huge progress made there by Coach Lim's squad.
Absolutely. Again, I'm certain that Coach Lim's would like to have that turnovers given up number lower than 6.
It's better than 24 to 28. So.
True. Yeah. But again, and the turnovers that have happened tonight, I can only think of one that was like really sloppy and ill-advised.
Right.
Just passed down here in the paint, and
what Seba was driving, she tried to kick it out,
and just right into literally, it's like right into the gut of the Bonner Springs players. Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was like a quarterback when they make a pass and they don't see that linebacker there, it just falls right into him.
Absolutely.
It's just one of those. But we saw it there. Bonner's defense really kind of started tightening up there, especially in the second quarter, again causing the majority of those turnovers just off great defense rather than sloppy plays by the Lady Chieftains. But definitely huge progress made, if I had to say so myself.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be back for more of the halftime show right after this. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Wizard of Paws, located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
So, what is love?
Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at White Birch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at White Birch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
Welcome back to Tonganoxie High School. John Rochelle alongside Dylan Funk. Both teams back out on the court. Tonganoxie going through a few last-minute shooting drills to kind of shake off the halftime rust. But again, not a lot of rust to shake off there as again, more of a ritual thing. But the Chieftains coming out strong. Open up the third quarter with an 8-point lead and the ball to start the second half. So.
Yeah, I mean, if they come out and they just play the same ball that they did, to start the game, they're going to, start pulling away with this thing, and eventually we'll probably be able to put it in cruise control.
Absolutely.
But just like they say, though, and that's why we play the game.
Exactly. As soon as we say that, then
if any bad juju happens, I'm going to go ahead and just say, yep, it's on me. So,
Both teams starting five back on the floor. Hassett brings the ball up for Bonner Springs. Apologize in advance if we get distracted, folks. There's a bag of microwave popcorn, and if you're a popcorn fan, you know exactly how distracting that can be.
And I'm literally sitting right next to it. You're still like a little bit of ways.
The ball tied up, and Graham and Bruceman wrap each other up, and possession of our feet favors the Lady Chieftains. Bonner Springs coming out in a bit of a press to open the second half, and Seba able to keep the ball
and Loomis
alive.
And
timeout. He's like, I know we're gonna.
I know where this is going.
So we've second verse, third verse, fourth verse, same as the first kind of thing. Where we've seen that a lot of times this season where Lady Chieftains struggle a little bit with the press, and again, sign of a good coach. He recognizes and doesn't force the team.
Yeah.
And gives it. And I don't know honestly that they were expecting Bonner Springs to come out with it this early because they've not shown it at all tonight. But again, when they do, make sure you take advantage. And
they kind of teased about it a little bit, but they would very easily send them back. And if we remember to start the game, they kind of brought it, but Lady Chieftains were able to go through it, really, really quick and making them pay for it. So
obviously they
trying to give a second chance.
You got a triple team there. It's kind of an easy. There you go. That's a little better that time, and Sunderland unfortunately nudged a little bit, dribbles ball off her foot, and Graham's pestering defense forces a turnover. Pass it across the timeline, and Sunderland making up for it there, picking the pocket, and Seba can't quite get the stop and shuffles it just enough to.
And I think Coach Loomis is arguing that it was a jump shot and she didn't try to drag her foot, but again, once the official's mind is made up, not too much you can do about it.
It's hard to make the turnover on that one. Myers with the ball up top, hands off to Graham. At to Hassett. Back to Myers, right side to Graham with a little head fake, drives baseline, but puts the ball right in the hands of Ashton Barnes. She's driving. Floater from the lane, no good, but Graham comes away with it. Bonner across the timeline. Back in the hands of Graham. Van Cleve's two-pointer short, and Barnes comes with rebound. It's, just that front foot step just inside the three-point line, and hand off to Sunderland.
Uh-oh.
Aaron for three. Kind of nervous there as Shane kind of fumbled it a little bit, but she's able to settle and still have plenty of time to line it up. And Hassett hounded by Seba, looking for a pass outlet. Finally finds Leslie. Shot.
Should be our ball.
Yep. Up and out. And Madlock and Knight checking back in for Bonner Springs. It's Leslie and Myers back to the bench. Seba overhead to Sunderland and across the timeline. Tonganoxie seems to have found the answer for the Bonner Springs press early. Seba out top to Barnes, around the corner. Sunderland looks for the pass with dribbles. And Seba whistled for the travel as she can't quite come to a full stop there. Chieftains have extended back to a double-digit lead in the opening 3 minutes of the second half. Leslie with the ball dribbling, top of the arc, fires to Hassett. Hassett comes to Knight. And Knight able to save it for half a second, but Bruisman right there and wisely thinks about it and just says, no, we'll take the offensive play. Aaron, her three-pointer just a bit strong off the back iron. Leslie on the spot for the rebound. Hassett to Van Cleve across the timeline and in.
Let that one
shot
go.
from Madlock.
Oh no.
Credit that one with a block for Barnes, but unfortunately out of bounds as the shot from Madlock deflected enough by Barnes to alter the flight, and Van Cleve to Knight. Back into Van Cleve, and she turns around and is able to push it up through traffic, but Aaron on the spot coming away with the rebound. Whew.
Good find.
Barnes to Bruisman, and Bruisman draws contact. It's bailed out a little bit there as that shot was well off target, but not sure who the foul was whistled on as they've stopped putting up on the scoreboard. And first one up and in. And second one up and in as well. Van Cleve fires to Graham. Hassett across the timeline, hands off to Myers. Barnes shadowing Myers. That's it to Hassett. Back out to Myers. Myers looking for pass. Hassett's three-pointer good.
Talk about a quick shot right there. I mean,
yeah, she was waiting for it. She knew she was on range, and
that's one of those you just know she had her mind made up. As soon as she got the ball, she was shooting.
Trying Aaron fires to Sunderland. Kicks out top to Barnes. Right side of Seba. Bruceman in the corner, back up top to Aaron. And to Sunderland, nice little head fake, draws the defenders. Floater off the iron. Rebound by Madlock, but coughed up by Knight as Cheyenne Aaron just right in the passing lane. Sunderland back to Aaron. Aaron for three, no good. Well off the mark there, and Myers comes away with it, bringing it across the timeline, shadowed by Ashton Barnes. About the Knight, Van Cleve. That shot no good by Myers, and ball rattles out of bounds. Tonganoxie take possession. Reagan Seba brings it across for Tonganoxie. Sunderland directing traffic. Heidi Baldock, Brooklyn Lang. Baldock Bruisman around the corner to Sunderland. Pass tipped out, but we'll stay with the Chieftains. And Sunderland trying to find Lang on the baseline, and Van Cleve able to just get a hand in there. And
arrows in favor of Bonner.
As I was hoping that the far guy was going to overrule, as it looked like Bruisman got the ball ripped away before it would have been time for a tie-up, but no such luck. I was saying, I wonder if the contact was a little bit kind there, because that was definitely a drag foot. And Seba on the break finds Sunderland, and her shot just too strong, and Chieftain will be fortunate there to have a second chance at that one. One of the things Chieftain's not seen a lot of tonight is the second chance points, but Hattie Baldock will solve that problem. Camped out wide open in the lane, and straight up and in for pair. Sunderland around top, and Van Cleve for three, well off the mark. We got a foul. Whistle during the rebound. Foul's going to be whistled on Hattie Baldock, her second of the night, first of the half for the Chieftains. Coach Loomis trying to get an explanation, and
dangerous pass there.
Well, me and the tie-up possession area will turn that over to the Chieftains. Seaver dribbles it up, hands off to Sunderland. Top the Baldock around to Lang. Inside to Sunderland. Lang with the jumper.
There you go.
Not sure that the Chieftains were going to convert something out of that little miscommunication, but Lang able to kind of recover and say, I got that. And
yeah. It's not about how you start, John. It's always about how you finish.
Hassett's three-pointer no good, but nice work on the rebound there by Graham. And you got another jump ball. Handguarding by Baldock, almost forced the pick off there. She's going backwards, and Barnes flies out top, pick up Myers, sorry. Finds Graham on the corner. And we're going to have a quick foul whistled on the rebound attempt there as Barnes, a little bit too much contact on the rebound attempt there. Chieftains have stretched their lead out to 14. Final minute of the third quarter, and well, then there you go. Feisty defense forces a turnover by Tonganoxie, and since there was no touch, they're going to go all the way back to the baseline, and Crowley fires cross court back out top to Barnes. Back to Crowley. Baldock, Seba thinking about it, looking for options. Barnes comes left side to Crowley. Baldock inside to Seba. Seba fights off traffic, and Barnes goes up and draws contact. She'll head to the line, shoot a couple. Foul's whistled on Maggie Myers, her first of the night. Second team foul. Barnes' first free throw up and good. And second one right on the spot. Lang with the light press, hounding Hassett, and now hands off to Barnes for the defense. And Barnes gets
somebody heave it!
Say Hassett looks a little bit in quite a bit of pain there. I'm not sure if it's pain or frustration. Just our kind of.
I think she's holding her hand.
Is that what?
And that is definitely. I'm going to zoom out here. Get that up frame. That is.
Yeah, it looks like she might have just gotten rolled over by Barnes, and she is up and down. But again, the two of those women were battling hard for the ball. We'll talk more about that after this break. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Located in charming downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming with an attention to detail. At Wizard of Paws, your pet becomes family and will be in a clean, stress-free, relaxing environment. With appointments throughout the day, Wizard of Paws gives your pet a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or bring your pet in for a free estimate at 612 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawsgrooming.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail.
And we're back here. Fourth quarter action. John Marshall alongside Dylan Funk, Lady Chieftains with a 38-22 lead as we enter the fourth quarter. Lang ball fires to Seba, hands off to Rusvin. Lang thinks about it, but puts the ball on the ground, dribbles. Kicks to Barnes. Barnes thinking about it, and Crowley to Lang, back out. Barnes to Seba. Seba, Rusvin, cross to Lang. Just too strong for three there. As we were headed to break, we saw the Corey Hassett, coming up in the bottom of that scrap with Ashton Barnes. She's over on the sideline getting attended to by the athletic training staff. Looks to be no worse for the wear, but
yeah, it would definitely still fit that left hand. Looks like.
Yeah, the athletic trainer's putting a little bit of tape on that left hand. And Baldock with a nice little move through traffic. Across the timeline to Leslie. She drives to the baseline. Floater no good, and Lang tries to save the pass that's tipped out, and Sunderland checks in. Lang will head to the bench. And Barnes around the spot for the inbound pass. And taking advantage of at least a couple inches of height on Jenna Knight. And Baldock to Seba around to Barnes. Rooster and Lane ball poked away, but easily recovered by Baldock. Knight pressuring Seba, and Coach Loomis calls a timeout. Now settle the squad down. It's a full timeout. We'll take that with him. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie, like hunter education courses, short sports, for and under instructional soccer, and so much more. Registration is open for spring soccer from now until February 5th. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Welcome back to Tonganoxie High School. John Rushville alongside Dylan Funk. 6 minutes left to go in the 7th place contest, the 66th annual Tonganoxie Invitational. Nice entry pass to Bruce. When she draws contact, she can go to the line. Fouls on Jasmine Graham, her first of the night, pardon me. Third of the half. And Bruisman can give the Chieftains a 20-point lead with the free throw make here. Roll comes in. Myers brings it across for Bonner Springs. Referee being part of the field. Fortunate for Van Cleve there is, and again, it hits a little bit of a dodgy spot. Madlock's jumper off the mark, and the last touch by the Chieftains. Ball will stay with Bonner Springs. Nice three-pointer by Myers there. She just found a spot, camped out, and took the inbounds. A little bit of a defensive breakdown from the Lady Chieftains, but a 20-point lead, it's not that dangerous. Barnes dribbling around Graham and picks up the hip check, and Graham will be whistled for a foul. Fourth of the half. And Hassett checking back in for Bonner Springs along with Person Leslie. Good to see Hassett back in the game. Obviously the left hand is feeling okay. Seba with the deep entry pass to Sunderland. Fouls whistled on Maggie Myers, her second of the night, fifth of the half on Bonner Springs. And We'll hand off the reporting. There's the baseline. Referee can't run through the entire crowd. First one up and in for Sunderland. Second one good as well. Myers bring the ball up. Sunderland waits for her and shadows. Shades off the screen. Entry pass to Leslie. Easy layup for Bonner. Sunderland back out to Seba, and Lady Chiefs will reset. Look to run a play here. 4.5 minutes left in the contest. Barnes to Baldock for the easy bucket. Baldock shakes off her defender and banks that one home.
Whoa.
And you got a little travel there as Myers faked the handoff, but didn't keep the dribble alive. Seba ball bringing them up the timeline. Hassett shadowing. Sunderland out top to Bruceman, to Lang. Baldock. Oh. That's one way to do it.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that was a shove or how much of that was just kind of she fooled who. I didn't catch the number of the Brave down there, but great move there by Hattie Baldock.
Van Cleve, make sure doesn't have a bloody nose. You know, that's the absolute last thing you want in the era of COVID is a bodily fluid leaking out of a bodily fluid that's responsible for this whole pandemic. And well, and Baldock able to get just enough of the hand on the ball to kick it out of the scrum, and Lady Chieftains in transition. Lang from the elbow. 21-point lead for Tonganoxie. 3 minutes to go. And Sunderland gets a hand in, but can only poke it as far back as 10-foot line. Has to dribbles top. Fires to Van Cleve, turn around. Shot too strong, but Bruce is going to get whistled for the foul as a little hip check. Sends Van Cleve sprawling.
Looks like it's going to be the starters for the Lady Chieftains starting to get their curtain call here.
Cheyenne Aaron and Morgan Bruce and only the regular starters still on the floor, and Van Cleve, her shot off the mark, and Leslie comes away with it, but Bruceman whistled for her third foul of the night. Was on the floor, so no harm done. Van Cleve with a little head fake, drives. Shot off the mark. Bruceman strong with the rebound. Hands off to Lang. Outside to Rickard. Out top to Bruceman. Back to Rickard. Entry pass. It's like that's going to be 4 on Morgan Bruceman.
Hold on.
Fifth of the half. Well, at least, okay, I'm gonna put it this way. At least I think, because again, he's cross-eyed, so I'm just assuming that's who it was. But again, with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game, well in hand, foul trouble is a relative thing. Myers bring the ball up, shadowed by Aaron. Hassett, little head fake, dribbles right side, feeds off to Leslie, and that one's a little easier to call. That one whistled on Emily Crowley, her second. 6 of the half. for Tonganoxie. Next one will put the Braves in the bonus. Hassett dribbles, thinks about a shot, but kicks out top to Leslie. Leslie travels as she tries to come to a stop, but not able to. And Crowley bringing the ball across the timeline. Aaron pass picked off. And Madlock go the distance for the fast break bucket. Crowley to Rickard. Aaron thinks about it. Her entry pass tipped out by Myers. Fortunate there is Bruisman was it already flashed through the lane and the pass was coming in a little bit late, but up top to Bruisman at the elbow. Lang skies to collect the entry pass. Crowley with the drive off the glass. Bruisman taps out to Lang. Lang gets her shot blocked, but it falls to Bruisman. Bruisman with the bucket. Hard work on the offensive glass by the Lady Chieftains there preserves a third chance opportunity for Morgan Bruisman. Kirsten Leslie drives, no good. Campbell comes away with the rebound. Out whistle on Brooklyn Lang, her first. Campbell at the line shooting a couple. And that'll do it for the starters for Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains. As
quite arguably probably the best performance the starting five have put out so far this season. Great game.
Absolutely. Correction, Cheyenne Aaron still out on the court. Lone starter still in the lineup for the Lady Chieftains. She almost forced the steal, poking the ball away from Hassett. Leslie shot off the mark. Myers comes away with it. And coach calls a timeout. We're going to take that timeout with him. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Lady Chieftains clearing the bench tonight as Macy Lynn, I believe Sage Isaacs, we've got player number 34, got 35 on my roster and 33. I'm just going to roll the dice. And to the Isaacs family who are sitting right in front of me, if you go back and watch this, I apologize. Please let me know. I mean no disrespect. Get some action. And Hassett's shot off the mark, tapped out and collected for a rebound by Lynn. She dribbles the ball across the timeline, backs it out. Monique Johnson sets a screen. Top thinks about it. Aaron with the ball fires to Lynn. To Johnson. Her three-pointer just off the mark. That would have been a great highlight there.
Hey, what do you have to lose when you get your moment? Just put the shot
it
up.
was not it was not a horrible look. It was right on line and
right.
Hassett's effort off the mark, collected by Smith and put up, and now we got a
free layup.
And Lang decides to back it out and
the sportsmanship.
Definitely not wanting to run the score up there. That's the end of tonight's game. The Lady Chieftains take 7th place in the 62nd Annual Tonganoxie Invitational. We'll be back with the SNS Body Shop postgame show right after this. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to SNS Body Shop in Tonganoxie. SNS has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Community-minded, community-strong. That's what you get with Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. A small-town feel with the best banking services, including great options on loans, checking and saving accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. At Community National Bank, people don't care how much we know until they know how much we care. To learn more, check us out on Facebook at Community National Bank KS or visit communitynationalbank.net. Go Chieftains!
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. That's why they are continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie, like hunter education courses, short sports, 4 and under instructional soccer, and so much more. Registration is open for spring soccer from now until February 5th. For more information or to get registered, go to tongirec.org or call the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission at 913-845-3502. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Welcome back to the SNS Body Shop postgame show. John Roskam alongside Dylan Funk as we wait for head coach Mitch Loomis to join us tonight in the postgame show. Gonna run down the scores and the stats for the Lady Chieftains and Bonner Springs Braves tonight. Morgan Brusen leads all scorers tonight with 17 points and 3 rebounds shy of a double-double. That would have been huge. You just don't see those at the high school level, and doing all of that in only 23 minutes on the court, that's even more impressive.
Yeah, she had a really big game for herself tonight. Definitely one to go on tape, to send out to those college recruiters.
Absolutely, and again, the biggest part of that, looking at the free throw shooting, Emma Sunderland and Morgan Brusen both 7 of 8 from the line. Ashton Barnes and Brooklyn Lang 2 of 2. So the Chieftains missed 2 free throw attempts all night. That's the way you win ball games. Again, not that really comes into the discussion in a game that's a 20-point win. But still, it's great, getting great kind of way to settle in the great way to set the stage for a good performance down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely, and their defense getting it done too. And I'm just looking at the general box score here. I'm looking at Bonner for 3 of the 4 quarters. The Braves were held under double-digit points. 8 in the first, 3 in the third, and 8 again in the fourth. And then when they got above double digits, it was only 11 in the second. So I mean, when your defense is locking it down like that, and you're in the offense as well for the Lady Chieftains being very consistent throughout the night. 15 in the first, 12, 11, and 12 over the second, third, and fourth quarter. It was just an all-around very great performance tonight. For the Lady Chieftains, I think on all cylinders. They were just doing just about everything right. And Coach Loomis, probably being the good coach he is, he's never satisfied because there's always something that they can always work on. But
lots of things to improve on, obviously, but Again, talking about defense and, the number that jumps out to me again, looking at that bottom right corner, steals, 11 steals on the night for the Lady Chieftains. That's that's a hallmark of, get active hands, as you call it. It's just, being there, pressing, making the passes hard, making it hard for the defenders to drive, or the attackers to drive. And so Chieftains finished the night shooting 32.6% from the floor, 2 for 11 for an 18% mark from three-point range. Bonner Springs hitting at a 22.2% clip from the floor, 10 of 45, 25% from three-point range, hitting 2 of 8 and 8 of 12 from the line. Ren Van Cleve leading the Braves with 7 points, and Pearson Leslie chipping in 6. Again, for me, the game was really, it broke open in that third quarter because you saw Chieftains had a strong first half performance, and then when you come out and hold a team to 3 in a quarter, that's a big number, and it's kind of demoralizing. As we saw, Bonner Springs just kind of never really was able to chip back because they kind of narrowed the gap there in the second quarter, but then after that third quarter, Chiefs was running cruise control the rest of the way. So
yeah, definitely, and I think what the Lady Chieftains did a great job of tonight is flipping the script off of their past couple of outings. A lot of the problems that was going wrong for Bonner tonight, the Chieftains were doing right back to them, and they were capitalizing again on the turnovers and keeping the turnovers still maybe a little high, but again still lower than they were last game. All around, really great performance as Coach Loomis is now.
We'll take a quick break and catch up with Coach Loomis right after this. You're watching Chieftains basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Minded, community strong. That's what you get with community.
So great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
To be successful on the field or the court, you need a quality team. To be successful in the real estate game, you need the team at Whitebirch Properties Realty Executives in Tonganoxie. Amanda, Brianna, and Joanna make up this team of like-minded individuals with the goal of making the home buying and selling process enjoyable and stress-free. The team at Whitebirch Properties is in it to win it. Stop by and put together your game plan at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007.
John Rochkold, welcoming you back to Tonganoxie High School. Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by S&S Body Shop. Since 1972, S&S Body Shop has been the place to go in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. All right, we're joined by head coach Mitch Loomis. Coach Loomis, getting great game by the ladies tonight. Tell me a little bit about what you saw from your team tonight.
I think we got off to a good start. We were big time focus on getting stops on the defensive end early, and we did that. And we've been hammering on getting the ball into the paint, getting the ball to the block, and we did a great job in the first quarter getting the ball to Morgan. And she got us off to a really, really good start, and found some success there. And when you're getting easy buckets early, it gives them a lot of confidence.
Absolutely. We saw you guys come out to hold a really early lead and open up double digits. Bonner kind of nibbled back a little bit from the line there in the second quarter, but then you guys came out of the halftime break and just smothered them on defense and pulled away. Was that kind of a halftime adjustment you guys make, or just kind of?
Yeah, I think we try to get up and press, and we try to run a full court press, and we didn't do it very well in the second quarter, and we gave up a lot of easy buckets. So we kind of got out of it in the second half and just decided for tonight we'll get down and guard in the half court. And I think our girls took that challenge, and we stopped giving up easy looks to them, and that was a big help.
Talking about easy looks and confidence, you want to take it back to the end of the first half. About 3 minutes left. I think Emily Crowley, she had a couple of three-pointers and just off the mark, and then that possession, you see her, she fires one up, and she's, offensive rebound, and she's like, gimme, and then comes around here on the right side and kicks it in. Is that something you were expecting to see from her tonight, that confidence?
Yeah,
just know that she has a stroke, or?
She's never shied away from shooting in the 4 years we've had her here, and that's okay. But she works her butt off, and so, we're going to reward that, and she understands what a good shot is too. And I think every three she took came from the inside out, and she was wide open. And we've pretty much green light all our players. If it's coming from the inside out or it's changing sides of the floor and you're open, we've got to take shots, and we can't be afraid. And she's a senior and she's a leader for us, and so she's going to do those little pieces that we ask for. You're going to see them from players like her.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we were talking about here, and just looking at Bonner at that point, it's like they realized, that kind of was almost a breaking point for them, where they kind of trailed off a little bit, and then obviously coming out. And
sure.
One of the things we touched on, taking advantage of points off turnovers and limiting your opponents. Again, looking at the score sheet, you guys have 11 steals, force 13 turnovers, and pick up 11 points off that, and hold Bonner to just 5 points. Is that how does that make your team feel?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can. If we're not just giving the ball away, we've got the ability to be pretty good in the half court, and so to only turn it over 10 times is a much better night. And I'd say probably 4 or 5 of those were just really silly turnovers. And and Bonner was down a couple players tonight, so they weren't going to bring quite the amount of bodies that we saw on Wednesday. But we did a good job of just passing the ball better and making the easy passes, and then 3 or 4 easy passes is going to lead to an easy bucket if you can get it executed.
Absolutely. So obviously kind of closing out the week on a high note. How does this set you up for going into Heritage Christian next week and then the tail end of the season?
Yeah, no, we talked to the girls about that, taking a step back and looking at the week as a whole instead of just breaking it individual nights. We didn't start out very good. We got a little bit better, and then we were obviously a lot better tonight. And so just taking a step back and seeing it as a progression through the week, I feel like we definitely got better. We got tougher. We learned a lot about ourselves, and we're going to need it. We got to hit the road at Heritage on Tuesday, and then the back end of our schedule is really, really good with some big schools: Gardner, Shawnee Heights, a ranked Jeff West team, ranked Hayden team. So there's no letdown nights on the back end of our schedule. So it's nice to get a win and get some confidence going into that, and then we're going to have to really compete and see if we can do to start flipping some of these games and getting on the win side.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. We will look forward to chatting with you next week, and good luck. Have a good weekend.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
I'll take another quick break, and we'll be back to wrap things up right after this. You're watching Chieftains Basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
And welcome back to the SNS Body Shop postgame show. John Rochel alongside Dylan Funk. Wrapping things up here tonight. Again, you talked to Coach Loomis, and obviously, as he said, tonight is kind of a good example of the progression through the week by the Lady Chieftains. A strong finish. We're picking up the 20-point win over Bonner Springs, setting the squad up for the back half of the schedule. Again, we'll be back on Tuesday night at Heritage Christian Academy. We'll be on the air to bring you both of those games.
On the road, too.
On the road, yeah.
Our first road trip. And
first road trip from the first game of the season. Yeah, it's Atchison. But, yeah, thankfully, again, at least for me, it's a little shorter drive down to Olathe than it is to Atchison. But not, unfortunately, I feel for the Lady Chieftains and for you coming all the way from Lawrence. So,
I'll make it.
That's right. Again, we're honored to bring these games to you all year, and big thanks to everyone for watching, all of our sponsors. We're going to kind of wrap it up here. Any final thoughts, Dylan, on tonight?
I mean, I think a lot of what Coach Loomis said, was very, very true. I thought, the Lady Chieftains definitely came out, got a little bit of redemption, finishing this tournament on a high note. And like you said, that backside of the schedule, I don't have it in front of me, but there definitely is some great competition. I believe they face Bonner again, and I believe it's at Bonner too. Or might be here, might be at Bonner, but so you'll get a second crack at them, but you also got great competition. So good way to cap off this tournament, get a win now, and then moving into next Tuesday, you just try to start piling up the wins, get on a hot streak, and just try to ride that wave as long as you can.
One thing I just thinking is that whether it's a road game or home, it's going to be here because Wyandotte County still not open up with the COVID.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know if they've changed that or not.
I was gonna say we're getting closer, but again, not quite. Everybody's doing things a little bit different. But anyway,
absolutely.
We're gonna wrap it up. We'll be back in just under a couple hours. We're gonna pack up and head over to the East Gym for a boys matchup, kind of a exhibition, if you will, to kind of fill out the 3 games of the schedule for Tonga and Eudora. But again, we will be back. Don't go too far. We aren't. So we'll see you guys in a couple hours.
Absolutely.
John Rushholt for Dylan Funk alongside me, the rest of the Harris Media Services crew. Good night. See you in an hour.
We'll see you.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by Brothers Market, Community National Bank, Midwest Chiropractic Center, SNS Auto Body, The White Birch Agency Realty Executives, Physical Therapy Solutions, First State Bank and Trust, the Tonganoxie Recreation Commission, and Wizard of Paws.